again. Sorry about my cat. Our topic this week is passing. And I figured I should probably just tell you guys weeks in advance. So this week we'll be passing, and the week after that is what you're excited for about taking tea and the things that you're not really looking forward to that are going to change. So pretty much your expectations. And he's gonna drool this whole video. I am trying something a little bit different. I'm in the kitchen dining room, trying to see if the lighting is any better in here. Hopefully it is, and you guys can see me better. So passing, I pass probably about 80% of the time. Maybe a little bit more, maybe like 90. It normally depends on my sort of outfit and whatever theme I'm going with. I discovered sometime last year that my faux hawk wasn't helping me pass, but I like to have kind of longer hair for a guy. I don't really like super short hair. I know that would help me pass better to an extent, but I actually did get my hair cut, but I don't really like it. I think I look more masculine with the pieces a little bit longer in the front. A faux hawk doesn't really work on me because I'm pretty, and a faux hawk normally makes me look like a lesbian. A lot of the time I prefer to dress kind of alternative or kind of goth or emo, because you end up people associate the gender, and I think I've already said this, but they associate gender and sexuality, so they see that I look kind of girly, and so they're like, well, is that a gay guy, or is that like a lesbo? Like, what is that? Like, they can't tell. I try to stay away from like skinny jeans, which I really enjoy, and like flannels and stuff. So really, the style I kind of go by in order to pass more is not my preferred. I normally go with like sporty kind of clothes. I wear my pants really baggy. I wear a lot of like sporty, like American Eagle, like sweaters, and their jeans, I'd like to mention, are extremely comfortable and fit really nicely over the hips, just because they're so straight, sorry. They're really straight, and so they like hide your hips really well, because like if they sit low enough, and then like if you have like a kind of tight shirt, it doesn't really look like, you just look straighter in their clothing. So I'd really recommend those if anybody was like having a hard time finding jeans to fit over your hips. I wear a lot of V-necks. I have quite a few of them. If I had my way again, I would wear one of those really deep ones, but I can't because I'm pretty busty up top, and my binder is up to here right now, and that's just on like a normal day. So yeah, I wear most of my shirts pretty baggy too, because see, now I'm sure. Sorry, that was so loud. I'm sure. Like this shirt is straight, but I'm literally like an hourglass. So I just wear all my shirts baggy, and of course I shop in the men's section. Another thing I've noticed that is sort of not feminine is gauging your ears. Mine are at a ½ inch, and then I have my second stud done. I have a labrae too, but signed right now because I have a job interview in like an hour. But anyway, I noticed that a labrae is pretty masculine as far as piercings go, and an eyebrow can be. It depends on your facial structure. A lot of piercings do, so a lot of the times if you're debating on getting a piercing, I would mark it on wherever you want it on your face and see if it really like throws off your masculinity that you got going. Another thing that's like a dead giveaway that I'm not bio-male is my voice, because in actuality my voice is a lot higher, I naturally drop it because I'm more comfortable having it lower. I noticed another thing, sorry I'm so all over the place. If you hang out with large groups of girls, you're normally, it depends, they're probably gonna peg you as like a lesbian or just one of the girls. So it's better if you're gonna like hang out with a lot of people to have some guys in there. I've noticed when I'm walking with only females that people will say, hey ladies, or like, hi girls. But if I'm with, sometimes when I'm with my dad, like at the store, they'll say, have a nice day, gentlemen. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's just something I've noticed, though. My posture has changed a lot since discovering that I am trans. And one of the things I do a lot more than I shouldn't is I slouch to hide my chest, because I used to stand up like, hella straight, but then like you can see my binder and then I'm not absolutely flat. And of course men do like a lot of little things differently that determine your gender. A girl looks, I don't know if you can see this, but a girl looks at her fingernails like this and a guy looks at them like this. Another thing is when you're checking the bottom of your shoe, if you have like, you stepped in gum or something, a girl will kick back her foot and check, and then a guy will pull it up from the front and look at it. Another thing I've noticed is guys are more, I don't know if it's duck-footed or if it's the other one, but they point their toes out more when they're walking or just standing, and girls tend to point their toes in just because it looks more girly or something. So I've changed all those things. I still do sometimes cross my legs really prominently when I'm sitting, and that's okay to do. But like if you like lean back and take up a lot of space and put your arms out and like do your shit, you can normally make it pretty masculine. Just if you're gonna dress a certain way that is obviously socially feminine, then you need to be prepared to not pass and be prepared to correct people. And you also have to remember that it's going to be more difficult if you are a femme or a femi or whatever. But they get like irritated that they don't pass, and they're like, I'm a guy, can't you tell? And it's like, no, because you have like a face full of makeup and that's associated with females. And they get really irritated, but it's a lot harder for them to be, to present. I mean, people don't really understand. They're like, well, if you want to be a guy, then you need to be masculine, which is not the case at all. But I found that I know a couple of people that are like that, and it's really difficult for them, but they also get pissed off when people call them female. Another thing that I do like a lot is I talk a lot quieter, and I don't talk as much. Honestly, if I had my way, I could probably talk for like hours. Girls, if something's funny, or even like kind of, I could laugh about that, they laugh about it. It doesn't matter. And a guy doesn't really, if something's not funny to him, he doesn't laugh. So that's something I've taken into consideration. So yeah, I think that's all I really have to say about passing. That's the joy of having a collab, is I probably missed something, and some other guy will probably cover it because they'll realize that I missed it. So this pretty much wraps up this video. Hopefully the lighting is better out here and not so grainy. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. Have a happy Monday, and I will see you next time.